Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Coach's Commentary. Taking a look at the 2024 season, and we are going to look at this matchup here, the Algoma Wolves versus the Gillett Tigers, I think Tigers. So, good season, 2024 conference champions, first time in 10 years, so that felt really great. Defeated the state runner-ups in order to win conference, our last game of the season. Can't wait to get to that one. But 7-1 overall, number 2 in the state for takeaways, scored a little over 36 points per game, 1,042 passing yards for 14 passing touchdowns, and 1,654 rushing yards for 22 rushing touchdowns. Really great season. Game against Gillett, did really well, scored 62 points, so that's not bad at all. And then gave up 26 points to Gillett, which was the most that we gave up on defense all season. So I was not very happy about that. But when it comes to the statistical highlights, team offense, 135 passing yards for 3 touchdowns, 330 rushing yards for 5 touchdowns. Okay? A lot of offense for us, of course. Lane Koshart, 206 total yards and 5 touchdowns. Lishka had 165 total yards and 3 touchdowns. And John Kirkman, the lineman, 1 reception for 11 yards and 1 touchdown. Team defense gave up 308 total yards, but had 3 takeaways. And John Kirkman had 11 total tackles, including 1 sack. So going into the game, we usually crush Gillett. Okay? Are we going to take care of business? Are we going to play around with our food? Okay? Or are we just going to get after them right away? Gillett had a quality quarterback. He was a senior this season. He was a 3-year starter. He was close to the top of the state in passing in 22 and 23. He actually was leading the state for, I think, about halfway through the season for each of those. However, both of those years, he had his worst games of the season against the Algoma Wolves. So I was really happy about that. I like that challenge. With a good quarterback, good receivers, and then we were able to lock them up, so that made me really happy. But for this season, quarterback, he was injured for a couple of weeks. He played week 1, and I think he got injured at the end of week 1 or beginning of week 2, but he returned from injury the previous week. So, how is he going to hold up in these games? Turns out, he was totally fine and everything, but when he played their first game and then coming back, they threw for over 70% of the time when he was playing, so we were expecting and preparing for a lot of their passing plays and stuff, and that's where number 87, their fullback, is going to come into play. He's the previous year, he was their left guard, and he was one of the best linemen in the conference, and then they made him into a fullback for his senior year. And Gillett historically had done that, taking kind of their best linemen and making them a fullback. I think it's not smart, but they can do whatever they want for their team and everything. He's a big guy. He's athletic, especially for his size. He would be fullback. He would play in the slot and stuff as well. And he gave us a little bit of trouble because he's just so gigantic, and we were tackling really high. So he was running through us a lot of times. So you'll get to see me relive that. We'll see how red my face gets. Maybe I'll have some steam shooting out of my ears or whatever. But then kind of wrap things up before we actually get into the game here. They did have a little bit of speed at wide receiver. They had a guy in the slot. If I'm remembering correctly, he was like 5'7" and like 125 pounds. So very, very small. But he had a lot of quickness, and he went off for like 180 yards and 3 touchdowns in the game before us. So we wanted to make sure that we are having our pass rush as well as our coverage working together in order to get the stops here. Okay, I think it's 125 pounds. A little bit of reference. Little Mikey Cruz back in the day in first grade was 110 pounds. So we got that going. So let's get into the film here. We got the kickoff. Playing at Perry Field. So, Joe making jukes, making guys miss. Makes like 4 guys miss on this. Takes to the house. Tyler Chalice had a block in the back there that wasn't called, so thank goodness. But first play of the game for homecoming, we house it. Okay, so really good start. Jumping on them right away. So just running the simple lead. 2025 Lane Koshart runs that kid over and scores. Then we're kicking off, and we got John Kirkman kicking off here. Top of the screen, we got Joe Cabino, and we got Jack Schwader. We got, that looks like Cooper Fay. We got Nuge, number 14 there. We got Malat, 33. Well, let's see who else is on this. Ooh. Okay, we got HOH, Hunter O'Hearn, and then we got Jacob Blahnik as that 8th guy on kickoff. Okay, so we're getting into the game here. You can see Big 87 at fullback. All right, so just run up the middle. Doesn't follow the fullback. We get into a 3rd and short. Carson Leist jumping off sides. All right, so they get a cheap first down. And they're throwing. Did our, I think this is the only time we ran that, we ran sling in the, during the season. I am going to go back to this. Okay, so we're blitzing a linebacker. We're dropping a defensive end. Okay, so Leist in coverage. All right, so we get him to a 2nd down, doing a line twist, getting good pressure. Then Leist gets the sack. Could have been Wilson's, but didn't break down. So we get him to a 3rd and long, double sticks. Let's see what we got in store. We had a sling, we had a line twist, do the line twist again. Get another guy pretty much good rush, free there. And completes the pass. That is such a sick throw. Being able to lob it over a linebacker and not overthrow it with the guy behind. I think that was the best throw of the game here, and I think that might even be the best throw of the most impressive throw of the season that at least I saw on our films. Okay, so quarterback has some talent, doesn't have the receivers that he used to the previous 2 years. So yeah, fullback just running guys over. All right, so they're spreading this out. See if Lane blitzes here. He's kind of giving a tell. Yep. So getting there. That's a good adjustment by that kid. Just a quick little curl. Another lead. Not a bad tackle by Wyatt Fay there. But Gillett's driving. Trying to give him a different look. They're 3-2. Gotta be able to bring him down. We're all tackling him in the chest, and he's just running us over. And gotta get into the hips, get into the legs. I'm sure you can imagine how upset I was after that play, where should have had him for a loss, and then he ends up, running over and through like our entire team. Again, grabbing at his chest, running through us. Yeah, so kind of a little goal line stand here. Got the stop. Again, it's tough to stop a team from getting, a yard or two. And QB sneaks right past us. So, got to give it to Gillett here. They're doing some good things. Hey, we stopped the 2-point conversion. I think that hit Moen like in the chest. Alright, so kicking off. Kicked it out of bounds. We just took the ball. Could make him re-kick, but starting at the 35, that's tough to beat. Alright, so on offense, jet sweep. Don't like how it's dropping that ball down. Okay, but when he got to contact, got 2 hands on it. Got the first down as well. And kind of playing us in a little weird defense. 3-man front, kind of have us overstacked a little bit on one side. Yeah, so didn't get the block on the rest linebacker, which is not a winning business model. But again, trying to feel out, hey, what are they doing? How are they trying to do it? Run a trap. And they get us to fourth and medium. Was that 4th and 4 or so? Pass play. Out to Wyatt. Wide open. Gets the first. Good stuff. Keep the drive alive. Alright, nice little G play. It should have hit outside more. So we cut it back in and got tackled. Alright, doing our little end around. Nice juke. Nice trap block. Touchdown. Good stuff. Let's see if we get our slant and flat combination here. There it is. Ooh. Got picked. In high school, you can't house that. Had both guys go for Parker. Had Wyatt wide open. So we can't predetermine where we're going with the ball. Some nice hops. Getting down there. Jacob Blahnik. And others. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so little screen out to the flat, slip screen. We got guys all over it. So that was one that talked about, like, since we were so aggressive coming up, I was like, they are definitely going to be running that again. Okay, so Parker has the deep part in that. And he's like, yeah, I'll be ready for it. Who was that on that tackle? Is that Wyatt? Yeah, Wyatt fake coming up. Ooh. All right, so giving us a 2x1. Little curl there. Thrown to traffic. Moen had nice coverage there. Little swing pass. We got lucky where, obviously we blitzed Lane there, and he's the guy who should be, in that flat if there's a threat there. So they had a really nice play call. Just not that great of a throw. And just 87, just running. Get off me, son. Jeez, what a beast. And we had good coverage, keeping that quarterback in the pocket. Weren't able to bring him down. And then, get the ball to 87 and running through a bunch of our guys. All right, QB keeper. Not a bad play call. And they did do a better job of stretching that out while making the tackle. And just inside. They're going to run that play quite a bit. We'll pitch to the outside. Not getting out there. And little fumble that very close to getting at. Another slip screen. Doing an okay job at getting him corralled. Getting multiple guys to the ball. John Kirkman's getting to the ball out in space. And then just 87 time. Okay, lead to the outside. Or kind of off guard, I suppose. Alright, there we go. John Kirkman getting on 87, getting the tackle. So stop the 2-point conversion. But Coach Cruz not a happy camper at this point. Kick it out of bounds again. And then, yeah, we'll take it at the 35. That's cool. Okay, so passing. Whew, put a lot of heat on it. And Parker beat that guy immediately off the line. You're not going to have anybody over the top. It's too easy. But, yeah, Parker was the Offensive Player of the Year in the conference in 24. Pretty much no team could stop him. They could only hope to contain him. But obviously, there's a lot more that goes into that stuff. Joe Cabino. Can't throw those pitches out there. Hey, but, yeah, Parker... Big part of our offense, obviously. Big play guy. Can get some of the tough yards also. John Kirkman. Oh my God. Look at this. He's just going to bench press that center off of him. Here we go. Yeah, just get off me. Grabs the fullback. Takes him down like 1 yard. That's such a crazy play. Okay, so they're... faking that slip screen, throwing it up. Like I said, Parker's ready for it. We had that conversation. Gets the pick. All right, little faking that bubble screen out there. Wrapping back the other way. Got some good yards. Not the prettiest when it comes to blocking, but got the job done. I think we made him jump there. Just trying to get a running start, and John Kirkman just catches him, and nah. It's sweet being big and strong. Alright, so we're moving the ball. I think we're taking the jet sweep, trapping back the other way. Should have kept going outside. Could have got some more yards, but got to cut it back inside so we can get tackled. Well, some fancy running by Lane. Moving the pile himself. I don't remember what this penalty is. Well, we got the first. All right, let's see if we got a pass play. Over the middle, threw it a little too deep. He was going more across the field, but keeps him honest. Nice little play there. 35 trap, end around, whatever you want to call it. Just like a well-blocked trap block, or trap play is just so aesthetically pleasing. Just makes me happy. course, in high school, I was in a trapping offense. We were pulling guards all the time, going double tight with the wing a lot, power I formation. We're running trap and power and all this stuff. Pitches. It's a lot of fun, but here we go. Got a little bit of razzle-dazzle. So we can watch this play again here. So a little bit of eye candy with some motions. Based on our formation, our guard was eligible. John Kirkman get the touchdown. And then we throw pick on the 2-point conversion. And so 25 handles that squib really well. Gets some good yards. Alright, they're throwing again, trying to go deep on us. But we got everything covered. John Kirkman gets the sack. I think there might have been a holding call or something also, but of course we declined it. A nice little line twist. Could have had him again. Throws it deep. Just out of his reach. We got tricked a little bit, it appears. But to get that guy behind us, but overthrown, and we're into the second half here. So squib kick. There we go. Stays in bounds, thanks to 33. He would have stayed in bounds anyway. They're trying to throw that little screen again. Dangerous throw, but made the completion. Alright, so pretty good gain there. Do a second and short, which is something that I don't enjoy all that much because playbooks are totally open. But again, we got everything blanketed. Where are you going to go with the ball? And then we're getting pressure. So third and short, inside handoff. Carson Lice with the tackle. Gets that tight end off of him. Get to a fourth down. Fourth and short. So sent both linebackers there, but they got the first down. So that's okay. Still got a ways to go. Still got to make him drive. No easy touchdowns. Alright, so yeah, pretty good pass rush. Got guys covered. Didn't really have anywhere to go with the ball. The fullback bounces it outside. It's probably running our 3-2 a little too much. Were they able to get to the outside? Like lined up incorrectly there. Where we had two linebackers on the right side of the offense. Nobody on the left, so that wasn't ideal. Going back, throwing, lanes out there, can't bring him down. Eventually we get guys there. And run past the ball carrier. Trap. John Kirkman sheds the block, tackles 87. Got some communication. 87's a little wider than usual. Running into each other. But yeah, we lose him. The only guy who can do anything against us. It's frustrating. And again, running through multiple guys of us. I think it was after that one that I got the defense together and I was a little steamed. I said, if anybody tackles, above the waist, you're coming out. Sick of guys just running through us and running us over because we're not tackling properly. Okay, so they kick it out of bounds again. So starting at the 35. And we false start there, yeah. Just give up a score, and then we false start our first play. All right, so Joe gets to the outside a bit. Gets most of those yards back, so that's great. But another penalty? All right, pass play. Out to Wyatt Fay. Nice route. Snatches that kid's ankles. First down. Big play for us. Kind of gets us back on track. Here we go. Joe. Some shifty maneuvering. Gets to the outside. Nice long run. And we're in business. See, they switch to a four-man front. Trying to give us a different look. Just don't block 87. That's overstacking the side there. Nice little cutback. Walks into the end zone. All right, we got the 2-point play. Same exact play, same results, gets in. Parker Lishka burying a guy? The wide receivers do that? All right, we got John Kirkman kicking. Squib kick. Let's see if we take a hop. There we go. Got Nuge and Malott on the tackle. See, we got Jerry Miller in there at defensive end. All right, getting it to 87. Hey, we're tackling low. Still got good yards, but at least he's not running through us. Pass play, running some crossers. Get the sack. Kind of messed up our coverage there. Lane should have went the other way since we had Joe up in the flat on that other side. But, ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was like 6 guys. Let's see that again. Okay. Handoff. And getting the whole defense there. Stopping the running back. And punt formation. 42 doesn't really know. Doesn't look like he knows what's going on. Little short snap and a punt. Kick it out of bounds. And we got good field position. So we're still staying after it. So we got a jet sweep here. Ooh, backside trap. Lice blocking his guy 10 yards downfield. Nice run by Lane there. Alright, look at that. You can drive a car through that hole there. Right, up the middle, cut back, running guys over. Lane pushing him down again, bullying. Same play, same little cutback, touchdown. I like the little. Ooh. All right, let's see here. If I'm remembering right, I think this might be the one. Watch 42, Tyler Chalice. Despite him being a Seahawks fan, he's a tough guy. I hope I get this right. That'd be awesome. Okay, so watch him. Running down the field. I think this is it. 87 comes to block him. Bam! puts him on his butt. Blahnik gets the tackle. We're seeing this again. Boom! Yeah, Blahnik gets the tackle. Nuge is there. We got a huge kick out of that watching film. All right, nice little run play there. Got past our blitz. Weiss was able to get the tackle, but again, they get to a 2nd and short. All right, run up the middle. Getting into his legs. Got the tackle. Interesting. All right, getting to 87 again. One got a pretty sick stiff arm, but he got the tackle. So they're 2nd and short, pounding the rock. False start. Missed the first part of that play there, but got good yards on it. 3rd and short. QB keeper. Got the hold on Moen there. I'm probably going to have to throw. Okay, so we bring some heat. Little throw. We, Wyatt either forgot or something about we're playing man coverage there. Doesn't follow his guy across, so leave a guy wide open. 87 Jukes is in the backfield. Getting it to 87 again. Nice job of gang tackling a little bit there. Bringing a blitz. Oh, it was perfect. Oh. That's so dumb. Yeah. So, looking at this again. Bringing a blitz off the slot with Joe. 87 goes opposite side. Should be a sack, but we get juked. Holds out the ball like that. You're getting your butt kicked. Okay. .33 just drops the ball. Alright, so kicking it to Joe. Camera guy's asleep. And back on offense. Ooh. That was some good blocking. Got him for a horse collar tackle. Getting lane, pounding the rock, driving guys, 8 yards downfield every time. Cutbacks, and we had, if I remember right, it was Jack Schwader. Oh no, never mind. Thought we had a block in the back on that play. Must be, obviously, I remembered wrong. But, yeah, just a sick play by Parker. Kirkman's just messing around. Kickers, man. Alright. Kick to deep. There was some kind of penalty on that play where we got to move up. Got Big J Durst in there at nose. Let's see him here. Keeping him in the pocket. Ooh. Wyatt Fay with the pick. They're doing a little, it gets called different things. But you got a route to the flat and then a flag behind it. Some people call it just like a slot fade. Get a wide open Parker there. Overthrew him. Camera guy was asleep, so Even if we did score, he would have missed it. Getting to jump. Yeah, with the on that interception, the quarterback should have threw to the flat. Mullen kind of went too deep with his number 1. Didn't see that number 2. But yeah, trying to get a deep play. Wyatt Faye's there, getting the pick. So we're just moving the ball. Little bubble screen out to Joe. Nice blocking. Makes one miss. Really poor attempt at a tackle. All right, another pass play. A little whip route there from Parker, and he drops it. Perfect route, perfect throw. Just lost concentration a little bit. Ooh, Jacob Blonick. More tackles. All right, 87. Gets to the outside on us. I think we start... Yeah, we're subbing in guys a little bit here. Got Jack Schwader at a safety. We got Nugent at corner. Chalice at a safety also. Jerry lets him get outside of him. 33 drops the pass. And another pass play. Throwing out to 87. That's good coverage. Hey, bad snap. Hey, Jack Schwader. Only guy who could really do anything. Covers him. Gets the pick. Beautiful. So on offense, we got the JBs in here. So we got Malott running the ball here. I think that was Jack Schwader. Yep, at the 2-back. We got Waka Flocka at blocking tight end. We got Brady Rogers. Gonna move in the pile. We got our Brady Rogers at center. We got Dave T-Bon and Jerry Miller at the guards. That looks like Hunter O'Hearn at the 3-back. And I think that's probably Jacob Blonick. Yep, Jacob Blonick at the receiving tight end. Jack Schwader running hard. Jerry's there to get that fumble. Called a penalty for like aiding the runner or something like that. Which I think that's like one of like 3 times in my 19-year coaching career that refs has actually called that. But it is what it is. Yeah, so we got our JBs in there. They're getting their JBs in there. Or some of their rotational guys as well. Of course, we're running clock. All right. One carry, 54 yards, touchdown, Chris Zima. There we go, nice little play to get into the end zone there. But we, I think it was a holding call maybe? So, Malott taking it himself, jukes up the camera guy, runs over 2 guys to get in the end zone. Even Chalice a kick. Just a bunch of nonsense now. Kicks it to their best guy. Chow. Alright, so back on defense. Get some young guys in there. Tomas. Our camera guys just all over the place. Everything but the play. And that kind of ends things there. So, good win by the Wolves. Obviously, I was not super happy with the 26 points we gave up and then 87 running us over, but we started to do some more tackling drills to kind of finish the season on our defensive days where we could improve our tackling drastically because we were going to need it against Lena, which would be 2 weeks from this Gillett game. So that is what we got for now. I'll see you guys on the next one.